How much rust? All of it. Gonna try and start them up today. It's been sat for over 3 years and I haven't started it, and it's been parked right here. So I'm gonna give a go and see what happens. But first thing, there's no battery connected up. I don't think there's even a battery, and it's in the boot. So I've got me topped on thing. Not sponsored by them. Bought that on my own money. But first thing we're going to do is just check all the fluids, make sure that everything's all good, and we've got oil still in the engine, because sometimes oil likes to leak out a lot. So I best do that first, hadn't I? So because there's no battery, the central locking doesn't work. This brings back some memories. So pull the bonnet catch. Fortunately, it's been used as storage. A nice shiny wheel that I put on in literally about a month before I took it off the road. Hence the reason why it's really nice. Now, unfortunately, I don't think the horn is connected up. So I need to sort that out. And also, from memory, because I took the airbag out, there is a light on the dash for it. So I might just chuck the original steering wheel back on. We'll have a look. But let's open her up. We have a little tab that pulls here. It's a bit difficult to try and do this all one-handed, but it is possible. And there is the mighty powerhouse. 1.8 16 valve engine. That don't look good. So I did put a new thermostat on it about a year before parking it up. As you can see, very cobby. I even put a new belt on it. That looks alright. I like working on this car because it's very easy to work on. Like I say, yeah. Alternators down there. Let's see what oil situation. It's got oil. That's a good sign. It's not so bad in there. There's some brambles trying to grow up through there, and I've already had to de-bramble it. This is the issue when you park a car, say in a field, or brambles just growing everywhere. So at least I know that that's all right. Next step is around the boot area. There's my cat Henry, enjoying the sun. Yes, the joys. So here we are in the boot, as it's absolutely piddling it down through the Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not meant to happen. That'll be alright. Need to give that a bit of a clean out. I've got my subwoofer in there for me tunes, my cans. There's the original steering wheel. What the bloody hell's that? Wiper arm mechanism. I did start buying bits for it, so we got some braided hoses to replace all the rubber ones. Get round to that. It smells lovely in here. Not. And it's just full of just crap, really. In this box here, look, Mercedes mats. Yes. Chuck that on the floor. In this box here, if I can open it without, is brand new rear suspension. All the bolts, all the caster bolts and everything, shims, the rear arms. Let me try and get this out of here. So there you go, brand new ATEC rear arms, and this replaces all the link suspension in the back. So you've got all the kit, and again, that will get fitted to the vehicle at some point. Just shove that over the way. And we got what else we got here? Bits of it's a grille trim for the bumper. Some more bits of trim. Yes. Nice bass speaker. All the jerry cans you need. Yep. Manifold. Spare one that I bought quite a while ago. Oh, I've just woken up Henry. Sorry, bud. Other bits of crap and tat and more bits of trim. And, wheel chocks. I've been looking for them. And down here, as you can see, there's no spare wheel. Oh, God, I need something. Hold back one moment, folks. Knew that would come in handy. So here is where the battery's meant to be. And, yeah, it currently isn't. So what I need to do is connect up my top don, and then the alarm will probably go off, I'm not sure. Like I say, it's been sat for over 3 years. Here's the cable for the bass speaker. So it's quite handy, you don't have to route all this from the front of the engine to the subwoofer because the battery's here. So subwoofer installation into a vehicle like this. Looking at it, I know you've got a bit of crustiness here, but it's not. It's actually really dry in here. That's a surprise. I'm just as shocked as everyone else probably right now. Right, set up the top don and connect it up and see if it wails at me. Right, got the old top don. Now, I haven't charged this in bloody ages, and still on 75%. We'll plop that in there. And twist the cables. Put that on there. Right. Got my key just in case. That was fairly anticlimactic. Will it lock? No, I think the battery in the old remote died. Oh well, never mind. Well, the battery is connected. Let's go and see if we've got life on the dash, shall we? Right, I'm in the car. And, let's just check the clutch. Oh, that's nice and that's moving freely. Accelerator cable. Yep. Do I really want to touch the brakes? No, I'm going to leave that as it is. So, here we go. See if anything lights up. Nout. Right. Let me go and fiddle about with it and see what's wrong. Well, the old key works now. The fob is still working. We'll just I'll press the button. Oh. All right. Oh, I need to press the button to boost it. One moment. Right, there we go. All the lights are... Oh. Right, here goes. Will she start? Oh. She wanted to then. she was trying. I think what I need to do is put a battery on instead of relying on the pack, because at the moment there's no battery, so I need to dig a battery out from somewhere and chuck it on. One moment. Right, I've got a battery. It's not the best size for it, but it is better than nothing. So, detach that for the second. Chucking the tiny useless battery. It's probably only big enough to fire up a micro. Put that out the way. Oh, I hear stuff off the battery. That's good. What we got this blinking for? Correct. Oh, I'm glad it's telling me that it's correct. Let's give it the old boosteroo. See if she'll chooch. Fuel pump worked. Oh. Come on. Ah. It runs! Oh, it's a bit smoky. But that is bloody brilliant. Remove that. The old top don. Oh, yes. Fuel light's on, so clearly I made sure that it hadn't got much fuel in it. How much smoke? Yep, lots of it. Oh, what a surprise. ABS lights on. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Pump the brakes. Oh, I've actually got brakes. When I depress the clutch, there's a bit of a noise from the throw-out bearing, but not a lot. Now, if you've seen on the mile counter, this car has done 149,843. And she's idling a bit high. She's idling at about 1400 RPMs. Oh, low coolant tank. But, so you got the SRS, which is to this, and then the ABS, which is obviously down to the ABS sensor. But the fact that this has been parked up for over 3 years, and I have not touched it ever since, literally parked it up, and that's it, walked away. I am genuinely shocked that it starts. I wonder if it will move. Oh, it goes into gear. Oh, wait a minute. Handbrake's not on, which is always a wise thing to do. Oh my days. She runs and it does go forward. I do suspect that the near side front caliper is dragging. And I've just realised, looking at this steering wheel, that sat here, from my point of view, this steering wheel kind of covers half the dash. It's like a Peugeot. If you've ever seen a newish Peugeots where the steering wheel's below the dash. Stupid idea. And the RPMs are coming down as well. I am genuinely shocked that I wasn't expecting this to start so easily. I thought I was going to have all sorts of issues with it starting, but no. Now I know the electric windows don't work in the back because they're not connected. But I wonder if these windows will. Nope. Drivers. So passenger window doesn't work. What about drivers? No. Oh, brake fluid was showing then. That's flashing. Getting more sensors up, so we've got coolant, something for the brakes, the ABS, and she's just coughed. Yeah, and she hasn't got enough power in her to crank her over. But that's still whirring. Something's still whirring. But that is great news. I'm very happy that it starts. There is a lot to do on this vehicle. A lot. I know that the last time I drove it, which was, like I say, oh God, was it 20? I think it was 2020, the last time I drove this. It was either 2020 or 2021. I ended up parking this because I got offered by my next door neighbour's son a 2002 Lexus IS200 that was a manual for not a lot of money. So I decided to park this and it's been sat. But I'm really chuffed that it works, it runs, and it will move forward. Granted, because it's been sat for so long, I need to do a lot of work to it. So clearly find out, the ABS fault. So I'll probably end up chuck a load of new sensors just for the sake of it into the wheels and check all the harnesses, make sure that's good. Coolant, that's probably just gone low, or there doesn't seem to have leaked into the engine, so that's all good. But it actually started a lot better than I predicted. See, I had an issue ever since I've had this car and it was driving on the road. I've always had an issue with the car, always struggling to start. Didn't matter if it was cold or hot, you'd be cranking that key for a good solid 30 seconds and it just wouldn't fire up. Well, it would eventually, but it'd take a solid 30 seconds. So I believe the crank position sensor has decided to poop itself. For some reason, the interior fan is still going on a very slow speed. But yeah, there's some other bits and pieces in here. I was planning to, I've got a black carpet set here for the boot, because I want to change the interior in this, or I originally planned to, because it's this light coloured, and of course, as you can see, the headliner is it's doing a rover thing. It's just dropped. But luckily, because this isn't a Rover, this is actually quite a thick material. So I will have to take this out and re-glue it and repin it. But for the time being, that's fine. That will do. But yeah, it actually starts. Quite impressed with that. So it'll probably sit here for another 2 years before I get round to actually working on it. I do like this car. I do like them. The C-Class, the first generation of the C-Class, the W202. This is the first Mercedes I'd ever bought, and it's the only Mercedes I've ever bought and owned. And the two reasons why I bought it was, well, three mainly. One, I needed a car to replace the car that I had at the time, which was a Mark IV Golf, 20-valve turbo, which had done quite a few miles, and one of the pistons decided to, well, not one of the pistons, but yeah, very bad things were happening with the engine. Probably to do with the fact that it was overboosting. So I needed a new car. I liked the colour of this, but most importantly, under this horrible, oh god, grotty little hat, whatever that is, and this horrible gear lever that I put on, which equally is horrible and flaking and just naff. I might as well put it on for the time being. Yep, and oh, got some drugs in there and all sorts, and some cables, and oh, what else we got in here? It's always surprising when you find an old car. Some old glasses of mine. They're buggered. But yeah, and I bought this off a friend, good friend, John Massey, who's into his Volkswagens, and he happened to have a load of these, and I bought it because I like it, and an air freshener that, well, probably doesn't air freshen anymore, but the lights are still slightly glowing. Yeah, the dashboard's making some weird noises now. I think the fan is still going. That's probably why the battery died. But anyway, folks, I hope you like this little video of me getting the Merc started in the first time in over 3 years. And it means that knowing that the fuel pump is still working, and granted I need to get some petrol for it because I'd ran it out low, which was either going to be a good thing or come back to bite me in the future, where the fuel tank will end up just gumming up with loads of crap and then knackering the fuel pumps. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I really like this car. It's a very nice car. I've owned it for 6 years. Bloody hell, wind's a bit brutal today. I've owned this for 6 years, and it's been sat for over 3. And it reminds me every day that I come out of the house or look out the window, it's here. And knowing that it fired up with no easy start, and the fact that the fuel pumps are still going, or are still working, shows that it wants to live. So there will be a few changes. Obviously, the first thing is probably this steering wheel. Put the original back on, because I'm not keen on this anymore. Don't know why I put it on, but I was young. What did you expect? And then also the gear knob. But I've also got some big, shiny 18-inch monoblock chrome alloys to fit to this. Yes, that will look nice. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Like, share, comment, subscribe. All that jazz. And hopefully I won't sound so awful in the next video. I have been fighting a chest infection and general crap. So folks, till the next video, have a good one, and remember, tidy bar. Christ, I managed to go all that time without coughing my guts up.